Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here, and today we'll be checking out R.I.P.D, the game. R.I.P.D stands for the Rest in Peace Department. Oh yeah, it's that badass. This is the game adaptation of the film of the same name. And in this game, well, you do the following. It's a co-op third-person shooter that is arena-based. In fact, this game was developed by Old School Games, who also made God Mode, another co-op third-person arena-based shooter. In fact, one would say you could draw a few similarities between this and God Mode. Namely, that it's pretty much the same game with new skins and less features and less co-op because, you know, had to fit the movie, which was starring 2 people, so they had to go down to 2 co-op instead of 4. And there's less features because, you know, I guess some of the features in God Mode were a little bit over the top. Although some of those features also made that game a little bit interesting. Alright, let's just talk about the game here. So this is R.I.P.D the game. Once again, a co-op third-person shooter. I'm playing it by myself, but you get to play this with one other person if you decide to do it either locally or via the interwebs. Interestingly enough, you have to be, like, not just on Steam, but you have to be showing up as online. What I mean by that is, like, typically when I'm on Steam, I default to offline. Not offline mode, but just in terms of whether or not people can see me. But I can still play multiplayer games on Steam. But in this game, I had to publicly be viewed as online in order to actually join a matchmaking game. The reason I'm not doing that here, though, is because the matchmaking games, if someone leaves it, the match ends. You can't continue it by yourself. So yeah, I decided not to do that. But let's go ahead and focus on the game here. Let's talk about what's going on. So you know, it's third-person shooter. I'm running around shooting people in the face. You have 2 weapons to choose from. There's a loadout at the that was terrible. Oh, I think I got hit by those guys, which messed up my aim a little bit. Or that was just a really bad shot. So I'm just running around shooting people. There's no cover system or anything like that. You know, again, the gameplay itself is pretty much exactly like God Mode. Fairly simplistic. There's a few kill streak bonuses and stuff like that I'll talk about. But yeah, the weapons, you have 2 at any given time that you have access to. And you can choose what to before the start of the level. Beyond that, there's no weapon swapping mid-level or anything like that. There are certain enemies, like there's this turret or machine gun enemy that sometimes spawns, and when he dies you can take his weapon, but beyond that there's no picking up weapons mid-battle. You just have the 2 that you decide to start the match off with. Shoot that guy in the face. Oh, we got a couple of dudes left. There's also kill streak bonuses. If you take a look at the top of the screen there, you'll notice those 5 different icons there. Let me try to get a spot where you can see that pretty good. That blood splatter. Okay, this is pretty good. So there's a siren for the first one, shackles for the second one, a turret for the third one. The 4th one is 2 people, and the 5th one are those thorns. So those are 1 through 5 on the keyboard respectively. And basically, as you get kills, you're able to use those. Bonuses. Now, the first one, that siren, is an AoE heal. The shackle one will shackle enemies in front of you. Third one will place down a turret. 4th one will make you go invisible, allowing you to run around, and as the invisible, there'll be a copy of yourself where you activate it, and then you'll go invisible. Enemies will shoot the copy, and you can run up behind enemies and shoot them in your invisible form. And that 4th one, I think it just does like AoE thorns damage to everyone around you or something like that. That's at least what it appears to do. I played this game for about 2 hours. There's really not much to it, but it's, yeah, I don't know, so simplistic that I really haven't. I just don't know. I mean, you've been watching this gameplay, right? It's not exactly riveting. Now, there are 3 difficulties within this game. I think it's called like mild, spicy, and hot or something. It's just, you know, easy, medium, and difficult are the 3. I am playing on the first of the 3. The reason is because I didn't want this to take forever for a single round. It seems that all the increased difficulty does is make enemies more bullet spongy and just take longer to kill. So I decided instead of doing that, I would just, you know, I want to at least show you more than just a single level, if you guys even care to see more than a single level. But let's stop talking about those things. Let me start doing some stuff here. So I'll show you some of these abilities. Here's the first one. So this is a little AoE heal here. So as long as I stand within this little radius, I'll get healed up and such. Enemy AI is pretty stupid. And that's not just because of the difficulty. I mean, the AI is just kind of bad regardless, so it's just all there is. So that was the first one. The second one here, the shackles. I can shackle these people in place. Does it just shackle the person? Yeah, it doesn't even shackle those guys over there, so it just shackles like the guys I'm pointing at or whatever. And that's about it. Oh, enemies can throw grenades, but you can't get grenades. That was something that I remember I really disliked about God mode. And let me, you know, I talked about how this is sort of like a reskinned God mode, and that seems to sort of be a general sentiment, not just words that I'm throwing out there. But, I overall thought God mode was alright. Like, I didn't think it was that bad. It definitely wasn't the greatest game, but for a short little arcade shooter, it had some really interesting twists to it. And overall, I thought it was alright. One of those interesting twists that the game had was these little challenges where within every area that you went to, something crazy would happen. Like you'd either turn into a mini person, or enemies would become a lot harder, or the sound would get all messed up in that portion of the level, or you'd have infinite ammo, or like cycle through all these crazy weapons. Like there were some interesting things. There's nothing interesting about this game. There are challenges that will randomly pop up, and with those challenges, well, let me try to think of a few of them. So one of them was like get 10 headshots in a minute. You know, I did that. I was like, okay, great, I got 10 headshots, fantastic. And completing those challenges essentially just gets you more gold to purchase upgrade consumables or upgrades or new weapons, if you will. I can't really. There we go. I think. Oh my, that's really funny. All right, we just got a couple more enemies left in this round. Oh, let me show you. Yeah, we've got those. The rest of those things up there. I'll show you those the next round. I'll kill these last two guys here for this round. Up in the upper right-hand corner, that is your timer. So 13 minutes and 10 seconds is what I've got left. And dying is directly attributed to the timer. If you die, you lose time. Is how that whole system is tied together. Okay, so I showed you those first two kill streak bonuses. Those are static, by the way. I've seen no way to change those in like the customization. The only customization that I've seen that you can do in this game is purchase consumables, which do give you a little bit of a bonus, which can be neat, or purchase consumables or purchase new weapons. There's the small array. Okay, here we go. Capture 2 of the highlighted zones in 3 minutes. Let's do that. So we're going to capture this. And I'll place down my mini turret, too, once we get some guys coming here. There we go. So I just place that down, it spins around and shoots people. Whoops, that guy, I think what he just did was swing his hammer thing at me. Or his hammer, his door. Oh man, I faced that thing in the wrong direction. What the fail? Alright, so we're getting low on health here. Now, were I to die... There we go. So there's the gun. Why is that gun not shooting? It's supposed to just start shooting automatically. Maybe because I placed it within the circle? It doesn't work in there or something? I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, I keep getting knocked over. I know it's this guy with the door thing, but it's just kind of funny, so I kind of letting it happen here. I'm really baffled as to why my gun's supposed to be working here. Maybe because I'm in a challenge it's not? I don't know. So that challenge, that just randomly appeared as you saw. Nothing prompted that. Let me try placing it down here. Is it gonna work down here? I'm not supposed to do, every single time I've placed that down before, it just started shooting things. I know it's just kind of floating there, but that's how it's worked in the past. Apparently that is not how it's working right now though. Or rather, it's not working. That guy's getting healed up, that's unfortunate. Can you please start shooting something? Alright, let me try doing one of my other abilities. Let me try the thorns. I don't know that that worked. What the hell? This is stupid. It must be the only variable that I'm seeing right here that wasn't in past things. What is that? I've got this challenge right now. So maybe during the challenge my kill streaks don't work for some reason. I'm not gonna get this challenge, by the way. Seems very unlikely. I'll get this one, but that's it. I don't know. That was really annoying. I would have focused more on the challenge if I wasn't so baffled by the lack of my kill streaks working, but you know, that's fine. What round are we on anyway? So there's 5 rounds that will happen.
Tick-tock, time's running.
Yeah, I know, the time's up. There are 5 rounds that you'll go through in every single level in this game. And I think this game's got something along the lines of 6 levels. I'll confirm that once we finish the 5 rounds here. And shoot this guy in the face. So yeah, we're out of time there.
Challenge failed.
Challenge failed, fantastic. Alright, well hopefully now that the challenge is over I can actually show you those additional kill streak bonuses and they'll work. So let's try this again. It's straight up not working. I have no idea what the hell is going on. This isn't a beta test. This game's out fully for release, so I don't... Oh my lord, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. I don't know, I'm shooting that guy. He's just kind of doing whatever though. There we go, we got 2 more. I need to at least see what round this is. Can I try this again? Is this still not gonna work for me? Yeah, it's not working. It's not even using up my energy up top. That was only encounter 3. Okay, so we got 2 more. 2 more encounters, or rounds if you will. And then we'll be done here with this level, which is the library level. Yeah, so it's unfortunate. It is literally just a reskinned God mode with stripped down features and not some of the charm. So something that I liked about God mode was it was a little quirky, and you know, they had the funny announcer who was over the top, and some people found him really annoying. I thought he was alright. And let's try this now that we're in a new round. Nope, my kill streak bonuses are just straight up not working. Can I chains anybody? Okay, the chains is working. But the Gatling gun here refuses to work. It refuses to work, and it doesn't... Alright, what about the invisibility thing? Okay, so I can do this, so there's my copy, and then I can run around all invisible shooting people like this. So that's cool. See, that was cool. You guys like that, right? But yeah, God mode had it had challenges that were really interesting and unique, and I don't know. This one has, you know, again, you just saw zone control and busted kill streak bonuses is what this one has. So that's fantastic and all, but not so much. Alright, why don't you go ahead and reload your gun. I don't even know, like when it comes to those door guys, I'm not entirely sure. What I do know is that they're annoying. I just chain them and shoot them in the face. There we go. Yeah, disappointed because again, I thought God mode was okay, so I'm disappointed to see that this game, which mind you, God mode came out not too long ago, so I don't really know when they worked on this game. I wouldn't be too surprised if it was sort of a rushed project, because it kind of feels like it. Oh, this guy was beating on me? That's fine. There's this guy. Let's try my gun again. There! It's working! Oh, look at that. All of a sudden, for no apparent reason now, I place it down and it works. Well, whatever. Whatever the reason for it, here it is. Shooting things, as intended. Let's get out of that thing's way. Come on, this has got to be almost done, right? This is taking way too long. Man. I mean, do you guys really need to see any more? There's really not much more to see. I guess people might want to see weapon customization and stuff, huh? Alright, well, we got a couple more guys here, and then it'll be the final round. And then I'll show you all the nuts and bolts. It's no customization. I'm sorry if I'm leading you guys to believe that it's something that it's not. It's simply you can buy weapons and then you can upgrade them up to 3 times by purchasing money that you get from playing the game. And that's it. Alright, here's the final encounter. These have typically been shorter than prior encounters every other time that I've played this game, so calm down. There's a melee, but it seems rather useless, just like it was in God mode. Seems that way, at least. Especially since I gotta shoot someone in the face and then that be done with it. And with these final missions, there's a boss. Notice that health bar that just showed up right there on the left-hand side? That's not my health bar. You don't have a health bar in this game. You're just supposed to guess what health you're at. No, it just basically just slowly recharge after the screen starts to go gray. And there is the enemy. So we're gonna place down our turret. It's not working. This is not what I need to happen right now. Oh my lord. I really wanted that turret to work. Okay, I think it's working now. But no, there's no enemies here now. Where'd that girl go? She was gold and she's the final boss or whatever. There she is. Oh, critical in her face. There we go.
Now hold off those deados while we arrest him, or just execute him now.
Okay, so I can either execute her, or I can just stand around her and this arrest process takes place. But if I execute her, I don't get as much money, so that's why I'm gonna stand here and defend against anyone who might come. And as soon as that arrest bar fills up, then we're all set. So we're just gonna do that, and then that'll be the end of the mission. And I won't subject you guys to any more gameplay, because, well, I think you know why. I don't really have to explain why you don't want to be subject to more gameplay, right? Obvious enough. There we go. Assignment complete. Fantastic. Alright, so again, because I decided to arrest her instead of just shooting her to execute her, I'm gonna get more gold, which means I can purchase more weapons or whatever. All that stuff. Woohoo! 138 kills, 0 deaths. Good job. A premiere display. Alright, so there's the salary. This is the money that I got from doing all that fun stuff.
We've taken a look at that gold you've been collecting. We think the deados are up to something, but we need more evidence. Oh, and Proctor's left you some kind of junk in the archives. Take a look if you'd like.
I don't know why this guy's talking to me. Okay, so here it is. So let me just quickly go back. I can show you this is the main screen. The custom match, quick match is just online multiplayer match. You hop in, whatever. You'll get one partner. It's a two-person co-op, just you and one other person. And then we go into the custom match here, and this is where you get to select from your weapon arsenal. It's just this one list of weapons. Even for both slots, it's the same. Notice the same weapons: harpoon gun, assault rifle, automatic, revolver, banana, and hairdryer. Haha, funny. And then once you have a weapon purchased, you can then upgrade it. You can see, so 13,000 of this cash money here will get me an upgrade for that. It's already upgraded once, so this will be for a second upgrade. If I wanted to upgrade the submachine gun, it's 4,500, pistol 3,500, but the weapons I'm using are the shotgun and the sniper rifle, and I'm not going to be able to afford to get their second upgrades quite as of yet because it's a little too expensive. 1 or 2 more rounds and I'd be able to. We just took a look at the public library level. There's also Meth Lab, the Vault, Terrace Bar, Beacon Station, Charlestown Bank, and Bullpen. So it looks like 7 levels total. And but the characters you choose from are Roy or Nick. And that's it. That is the R.I.P.D, the game, the Rest in Peace Department, the game based off of the movie. Consumables are the one last thing I haven't shown you yet. You can purchase these. Basically, you use them for 1 round, and they give you little bonuses. So let's take a look. Like, build your kill streak faster. Enemy kills speeds up health regeneration. Jacket or bulletproof vest here to reduce incoming damage. Beatdown does extra, So all this stuff, just little bonuses for you. You can spend. You see, like, it looks like it's all around 1,000. Or between, I don't know, like between like 800 and 2,000 gold, it seems like, or 500 and 2,000 gold, these different bonuses, and you can purchase them. You can purchase one of them, and then you'll use it for a round, and then once a round is over, the consumable is gone as well. And that's it. I don't know, game does not seem very good at all. I think God Mode was a lot better, and God Mode wasn't even that great of a game, so... Oh well, that's unfortunate. R.I.P.D, the game, currently available on the 360, PS3, and PC for $9.99. Probably don't bother getting it, if you were to ask me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe, and as always, keep watching and keep owning.